It's been a year to the day since 16-year-old Ryan Smith from Chapel St Leonard's was knocked off his bike on his way to work. His father, Mark, was told that it was unlikely he would survive.
But 1 year on, Ryan is making remarkable progress. And though Mark hasn't been able to make cycle helmets compulsory here in the UK, he's welcomed news that they've just become a legal requirement for children in Jersey.
In a moment, we'll be talking to Ryan's dad and a charity that works to improve life after brain injury. But first, Adam Fowler looks back over Ryan's year.
At 10 a.m, a year ago today, Mark Smith watched his son Ryan ride off on his bicycle to work. He didn't wear a cycle helmet and was hit by a van in Chapel St Leonard's. By midday, Mark was being told to fear the worst for his 16-year-old son. Over the next 12 months, Mark threw himself into campaigning, setting up the Ryan Smith Foundation. He visited schools, including Ryan's, to promote the importance of wearing cycle helmets. He wants them to be compulsory and gathered more than 12,000 signatures to try and force a debate in Parliament. Mark's welcomed news that it's now a legal requirement for under-14s to wear them in Jersey, following a campaign there by Andrew Green, whose own son suffered a similar injury to Ryan.
9 years old out supposedly playing cricket, but actually goes out on a bike, no helmet, falls off, hits his head, quite a minor blow, and then before you know where you are, you're flying by air ambulance to Southampton. He's unconscious for a month.
Defying the odds, Ryan eventually emerged from his coma, and in November he spoke for the first time since the accident.
I asked him if he could say hello. Big deep breath and a very slow hello come out. Well, he peed me off the ceiling after that.
Hey. Ryan.
He was moved to a specialist unit in Surrey. He's been undergoing physiotherapy and recently attempted his first steps as part of hydrotherapy. These recent videos show just how far he's come. At the end of next month, Ryan's family plan to welcome him home to a fully adapted house, the latest chapter in Ryan's remarkable story. Adam Fowler, ITV News.
Well, we are joined in the studio by Ryan's father, Mark, and Luke Griggs from the charity Headway. Mark, if I can just say, obviously, a step in the right direction. It must be very welcome news to know that these helmets now for children under 14 and under are now compulsory in Jersey.
Yes, wonderful news. Thank you, Jersey. Many children now protected by an enforced law, which is wonderful news.
This news, though, do you think it's going to prompt, it's going to encourage, it's going to urge the same restrictions and the same opportunities for people to wear helmets in the UK?
I hope so. We're a long way from debating it in Parliament yet, but I'm working very closely with Luke, and our little bit is basically just to visit schools and just try and educate the children, make it cool for them to wear them now.
It is a long campaign, isn't it? And this could be a long campaign, I suspect, before it gets to the UK.
Well, certainly, but this is a very important step, and the move that the States Assembly in Jersey has made is it's the first jurisdiction anywhere in the British Isles to take this bold, decisive but necessary step. And what it means is that the children of Jersey now have the same level of protection as they do in America, in Australia, in Canada, in Sweden, and that's a tremendously encouraging sign.
Because, Mark, I mean, you're a paramedic. You've seen this, firsthand at work as well, haven't you?
Yes, unfortunately, we're the first to deal with such incidents, and I've unfortunately in my career witnessed the consequences of not wearing a helmet. So yes, of course I advocate that, not just for Ryan's campaign, of course, but for A&E missions all over the country, really.
We saw from Adam's report that he's making wonderful progress. I mean, obviously very, very good news after it must have been a very traumatic year for you and your family.
Yes, the anniversary is today. 10 o'clock last year we had a fit young lad, and 10 past 10 last year we didn't. Prognosis was extremely poor originally, but Ryan's shown true strength, and just amazed by his constant recovery, and long may this continue, really.
So just briefly, I mean, what would you say, what message would you say to people to try and help this campaign to bring what's happening in Jersey now to the UK?
Well, of course, put your cycle helmet on when cycling. It's not going to happen to me attitude. Unfortunately, is rife, and we need to change that attitude. Ryan was okay at 10 o'clock. He wasn't okay at 10:05. So, in the snip of a, in the snip of a
Yes,
second,
blink of an eye, it can really change.
it change your life.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this evening. We wish him all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.